listeners to Acadia After Dark. I'm your host, Reverend Redbeard. In our first episode, you may remember I talked about a supposedly haunted tombstone marker located in the town of Bucksport, Maine. That tomb, as you may recall, bore the mark of a witch's boot, which is said to be the curse left over from days long past. Well, there's another monument in Maine, which also happens to have a creepy history to it. And similarly, it involves a footprint. However, this one is a bit different, and it is said to have come from Satan himself. Join me for this spine-chilling exploration of one of Maine's most intriguing legends, the Devil's Footprint in Manchester. Nestled in this quaint town lies a peculiar and eerie landmark that has sparked curiosity and fear for generations. So sit back, relax, prepare for a journey into the supernatural. The story of the Devil's Footprint begins in early 19th century, during the construction of a road in Manchester. According to local lore, a group of workers encountered an immovable boulder obstructing their progress. Frustrated by their inability to move the rock, one worker allegedly exclaimed that he would sell his soul to the devil if the rock could be moved. The next morning, the boulder had been mysteriously relocated, and the worker was nowhere to be found. In its place, the workers discovered strange indentations on the rock, believed to be the footprints of the devil himself. These indentations, one resembling a cloven hoof and the other a set of human footprints, are now part of the stone wall surrounding the cemetery of the North Manchester Meeting House. Manchester, Maine was settled in 1774 and incorporated in 1850. The North Manchester Meeting House, built in 1793, is a central figure in the Devil's Footprint legend. Serving as a place of worship and community gatherings, the meeting house and its surrounding cemetery have been the backdrop for many local stories and legends. The area is known for its natural beauty, including Lake Combosconti, and has maintained a rural charm despite its growth over the years. Over the years, numerous first-hand accounts and anecdotes have emerged, adding layers of intrigue to the Devil's Footprint legend. One of the earliest recorded accounts comes from a local historian in the late 19th century, who documented the story of the construction workers' disappearance and the subsequent discovery of the footprints. In the early 20th century, a local newspaper published an article recounting the experiences of residents who claimed to have seen ghostly apparitions near the footprint. These sightings often occurred at night, with witnesses describing a chilling presence and unexplained cold spots in the area. One particularly compelling account comes from a resident named Sarah Thompson, who lived near the North Manchester Meeting House in the 1950s. She recalled an eerie encounter one foggy evening. I was walking home from a friend's house when I felt an intense chill. As I passed the cemetery, I saw a shadowy figure standing by the stone wall. It vanished as quickly as it appeared, but I could feel its presence lingering. The next day I noticed the footprints on the rock and couldn't shake that feeling that something otherworldly had happened. The Devil's Footprint itself is a fascinating geological feature. The stone, now part of the cemetery wall, bears two distinct indentations. The first is a triangular mark, often interpreted as the cloven hoof of the devil. The second indentation resembles a set of human footprints, merged together in a way that suggests a supernatural origin. Over the years, the footprint has been subjected to various forms of preservation and enhancement. In the mid-20th century, a local resident painted the indentations to make them more visible to visitors. While the paint has since worn off, the marks remain a popular attraction for those interested in local folklore and the paranormal. The legend of the Devil's Footprint can be interpreted in several ways, reflecting the cultural and social dynamics of the time. One common interpretation is that the story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of making deals with malevolent forces. The construction worker's fate is a stark reminder of the consequences of such bargains. These beliefs would have been common in the deeply religious community. Another interpretation focuses on the symbolism of the footprints themselves. The cloven hoof represents the devil's presence and power, while the human footprints symbolize the worker's transformation and ultimate demise. The duality highlights the tension between good and evil, a theme prevalent in many folk tales and legends. Today, the Devil's Footprint continues to captivate the imagination of locals and visitors alike. The North Manchester Meeting House and its cemetery are popular destinations for those interested in history, folklore, and the paranormal. The footprint serves as a tangible connection to the past, a reminder of the stories that have shaped the community's identity. While we may never know the actual origin of these apparent footprints, we can speculate about some possible causes. There are some who say that unusual marks could be a natural geological formation. Still others claim that it could have been carved deliberately by humans. Or it may have even been a simple case of pareidolia. We'll leave it up to you to judge, listener. In recent years, the legend has gained renewed attention through various media, including podcasts, articles, and local tours. These modern interpretations often blend historical facts with creative storytelling, keeping the legend alive for new generations. The Devil's Footprint in Manchester, Maine is more than just a curious mark on a stone. It is a symbol of the town's rich history and the enduring power of folklore itself. Through first-hand accounts, historical context, and modern interpretations, the legend of the Devil's Footprint continues to intrigue and inspire. Whether viewed as a cautionary tale, a supernatural mystery, or a piece of local heritage, the footprint remains an integral part of Manchester's cultural landscape. As we reflect on this fascinating legend, we are reminded of the importance of preserving and sharing our stories. They connect us to our past, enrich our present, and inspire our future. The Devil's Footprint is a testament to the enduring power of folklore and the human imagination. This has been another episode of Acadia After Dark. I'm your host, Reverend Redbeard. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Keep your lanterns lit, and stay spooky. We'll be back with more tales from the Maine woods on the next one.